Look up at the rafters, 6 banners, forged in the freezing rain of January and the unwavering surgical discipline of the Standard. For 2 years, this region endured the unthinkable, a 4-13 basement, a depleted roster, and a culture that seemed to have run its course. But look at the lights tonight. The Foxborough fortress is humming with the electricity of a resurgence that has stunned the football world. We are 14-3. We are the masters of the AFC East for the first time since 2019. And as we stand on the precipice of Super Bowl LX, it is clear that the Standard hasn't just been restored, it has been reinvented. Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf didn't just build a team, they resurrected a dynasty, turning the Patriot way from a historical footnote back into a league-wide nightmare. But before we dissect the blueprint that turned this 53-man roster into a championship machine, you need to be aligned with the system. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and leave your analysis in the comments. Is the Patriot way officially back for a new decade, or are we just scratching the surface of the Vrabel era? I want to see the football IQ of this fan base down there. Do your job. This roster wasn't built in a day, but it was built with a surgical precision that would make a watchmaker jealous. After years of draft day pulling teeth, the 2025 class has set a franchise record for immediate impact. It started with the foundation, Maye, our second-year phenom, the 3rd overall pick in 24 who has blossomed into an MVP candidate under this new regime. But look at Vrabel's first haul, 11 picks, almost all of them contributors. We're talking about Will Campbell, the 4th overall pick out of LSU, a day-1 starter at left tackle who has allowed only 5 sacks all year. We're talking about Tre'Veyon Henderson, the explosive second-round steal who has provided the lightning to Ramondre Stevenson's thunder. And then there's the story that captures the soul of Foxborough, Kobe Minor, Mr. Irrelevant, the very last pick of the draft, number 257, who fought his way off the practice squad to become a vital piece of this secondary. That is the next man up philosophy in its purest, most aggressive form. Let's look at the tactical layering of this construction. Elliott Wolf didn't just draft, he weaponized the salary cap, spending over $300 million to bring in the missing pieces. Milton Williams was the crown jewel, a $104 million investment to anchor the interior. Williams brought a 12.5% pressure rate that liberated Christian Barmore and allowed us to play those aggressive stunts that have defined our 48-sack season. Then there's Stefon Diggs, coming off an ACL tear, labeled a diva by the national media, but a leader in this locker room. His 85 catches and 1,013 yards didn't just earn him a Comeback Player of the Year nomination. They gave Maye the ultimate X-receiver to exploit cloud coverage and force defensive shells into impossible choices. Technically, it's about the poaches and the unseen. Christian Ellis, a waiver claim back in 2023, has evolved from a special teams ace into one of the most reliable tacklers on this defense. Elijah Ponder, an undrafted gem, has provided the edge-rushing depth that allowed us to maintain our red zone efficiency even when the starters needed a breather. We use pre-snap motion not just for flair, but to identify the shell. And with the versatility of guys like Marcus Jones and Jelani Tavai, we are the ones dictating the terms of engagement. I spoke with a veteran AFC East scout this morning who said, and I quote, "The Patriots didn't just spend money, they spent it with a vision." Milton Williams and Carlton Davis weren't just names, they were specific solutions to schematic problems. A source inside Gillette Stadium added, "The culture shift under Vrabel was instantaneous. The communication in the building is the clearest it's been in 20 years." Another scout noted, "Will Campbell might be a rookie, but his pass blocking grade and true pass sets is already top tier. He's the reason Maye has the confidence to stay in the pocket." Look at Christian Gonzalez. He is the biographical successor of Ty Law, a first-team talent whose DNA is linked to the greats. Like Law, he possesses the fluidity to play the boundary and the cerebral discipline of a Teddy Bruschi. He manages the perimeter with a cold-blooded efficiency that hasn't been seen in Foxborough for years.
His lockdown performance this season is the cornerstone of a secondary that has become a no-fly zone for opposing quarterbacks. And look at the leadership of Mike Onwenu and Morgan Moses. They are the spiritual descendants of the great lines that protected the 6 banners. But let us remember, as perfect as this roster seems, the job is not finished. We are heading to Santa Clara. We are facing a Rams team that knows our history. We cannot rely on past successes or Mr. Irrelevant stories to win a 7th ring. Discipline, accountability, precision. We are the New England Patriots. We have the draft class of a decade, the free agents of a lifetime, and the coach of the year. We are travel-hardened, battle-tested, and ready to reclaim the throne. Super Bowl LX is not just a game, it is the coronation of the Vrabel era. Do your job.